Report ID 2241567. Author, Krill. It's very late. The human ship is silent and dark. The light on the monitor screen plays over Krill's face with a bluish-white hue. He rubs his head with an arm.
I cannot describe what it's like to spend time with humans. It's something else. Something different.
He glances back towards the door nervously before returning to look back at the screen.
I know this is not something that you will totally be able to understand, but there is something different about humans. Something eerie and chilling. Not in the way that'll hurt you or cause injury, but in the way that you think maybe there is something off about these creatures. Take the Vril, for instance, my own species. No matter the situation, no matter the act, no matter the activity, we tend to behave in a similar way at all instances. We are logical, cautious, and intent with weighing every possibility. Then there are the Rundi. They are intent on the structure of the thing. They must have absolute order. They must govern in a way that makes sense. Everything has its place. But a human, there is no one thing that can be said about all of humanity. Some are brave, some are cowards, some are good, and some evil. But perhaps that would not be so difficult for us to understand if it wasn't for...
He glances behind him again at the empty room.
If it wasn't for the fact that this doesn't even apply to most humans personally. The human has many faces, like an arcane god unknowably switching from benevolent protector to chaotic destroyer, switching their faces and their bodies as they do so. In every little act, they bring forth a different personality, as if they were never truly the same person twice. Take the captain, for instance, a friend and companion of mine. I have learned to be wary of his many faces. There's a face he uses for people, which has many iterations. The face of a friend is funny, personable, it smiles, it laughs, it jokes, it holds its head high. As a captain, the same face subtly shifts. Where a Vril would always be logical and cautious, the human does not remain static. He switches, becoming serious, a leader, analytical, and sometimes even aggressive. These public faces are similar if you don't know what you're looking for. A clever disguise. A human never shows their real face, if indeed they have one at all. In the darkness and the quiet of their own company, a human may become sullen, a quiet deity of resentment, spite, or unthinkable sadness harboring the weight of both imaginary and truly real burdens. Sometimes this lonely face is less sinister in nature. This face tends to act mad, speaking with itself, singing where no one can hear and dancing where no one can see. A darker face, related to the first of the lonely faces, curls up in the corner. It shakes and it cries, racked by its own internal torment. It is the face of fear and heartbreak, only to be replaced by a benign mask of friendship when all is said and done. But there are other faces of a human, other faces we do not tend to see, faces that I have seen that chill the bone. This face I speak of is a secret face many humans will never show and may not know they possess. This face is a vindictive creature of absolute malice and hatred. This is the face that will turn a human with usually benign faces into a creature of chaos and destruction. This human can kill, can choke the life out of its victim without second thought. This creature can tear down empires, whip a crowd into a frenzy, and lead a revolution.
He leans closer to the camera.
The face of a warrior comes out sometimes, and meek humans can fight till death, lift cars, and run through fire. It is a being unlike anything I have ever seen, completely taking over the human psyche for impossible minutes before ripping itself away and allowing another face to take over. Some humans have evil faces, monster faces. This face does not retaliate, but initiates. This face can hurt its own kind, its own offspring. Its teeth drip with the blood of innocent victims. Its hands tear through flesh. It crouches in the dark like some unholy demon by night, and by day it wears the face of a friend, just waiting to take you behind your back.
Silence for a long minute.
Humans have many faces. Every situation, every moment calls for different faces to be portrayed. The human never shows its true face. If you were to strip away the mask of what a human is, what would we see? What dark god would be uncovered beneath?
A loud crunching noise. Krill squeals and spins with a shriek. The camera is knocked slightly askew and to the left. Krill is heard thudding to the floor off-screen. A shape stands in the doorway, leaning against the frame. Captain Ver is standing in the doorway, holding a bag of chips. The time reads 2:25. The human is rumpled, hair sticking up in all directions, wearing a white t-shirt and boxer shorts. He has his hand in the bag of chips. A crunching noise can be heard over the speakers.
What are you doing?
The human wanders, itching at his upper thigh as he looks at Krill laying on the ground.
Nothing. How long have you been there?
The human shrugs.
I don't know.
He rubs a light layer of scruff on his face.
Something about humans and their many faces?
The human smiles.
What are you doing here, Captain? It's late.
Oh well, I was just putting on my late night snack face, but now I'm going to go slip on my going back to bed face so I can get into dreaming about being an omnipotent, shape-shifting dark god.
The human laughs and walks off chuckling to himself.
Dark gods. Though, it's not a bad theory to explain women.
The human's voice dies away. The monitor straightens out, and Krill sits there and sighs.
You see what I mean? The humans just don't get it. They don't understand just how strange they are.
He shakes his head.
Humans are weird.
Thank you for watching and making it through to the end of the video. I try to upload every Saturday, so if you like what I have to offer, please consider subscribing. If subscribing isn't your thing, but you would still like to have easy access to the videos, feel free to save the playlist to your library. Also, if you would like to support the author and their work, please check out their Patreon linked in the description below. Lastly, if you would like to hear me narrate something else, please leave your requests and suggestions in the comments below. That's all for now. Have a great week, everyone!